I'm Mike. This is my 1984 Porsche 944. I got it about a year ago. It puts about 140, being generous, horsepower to the ground. It's not the most powerful thing, but it handles like a dream. And this has been the kind of classic car step up to like having more fun and not killing myself at the same time. There's not too much engineering-wise and mechanically that I had changed. There's like things here and there that might be circumstantial to the car.
Soft clutch.
Yeah. The first, like the end is dead and the beginning is dead, so it's really a sweet spot that you have to hit with it.
Yeah. This is the 1984 Porsche 944, and in 1984, Car and Driver named this the best handling production car in America. We're gonna find out how that holds up some years later. But I can tell you that in 1984, cars must have been pretty loose.
I mean, the only reason I wouldn't get it is if you kind of don't like the old car feel, because that's what this has. It is the epitome of that. And I mean, I love it, but not everyone might.
So the 944, the obvious successor to the 924, uses a 2.5-liter four-cylinder, which is derived from the 928 V8. A lot of steering input.
Yeah.
So what they did was they basically cut the 928 V8 in half, added some counterbalances to it, and here you have the entry-level Porsche Grand Tourer. The purpose of this car was to be able to daily drive your sports car. So it's got this monster glass hatch in the back where you can actually fit stuff. You gotta dig for the brakes, but they're there.
Yeah, it'll lock them up if you need to.
There are 80,631 miles, which is pretty low for what it is. I had to get the clutch done. I had a brake line burst on me. I did the timing belt because I don't want the engine to explode because it's a interference engine.
Although badged as a Porsche, it was manufactured by Audi. They handed them basically like a shell, and then Audi finished the production. The reason why they went with a smaller engine on this car was, I think, because they mounted it from the bottom up. So when they were installing these cars, they needed a small enough engine to fit in what was already the 924 shell.
Yeah.
and then come up through it. So that's why this car basically died in '91, because the partnership with Audi ended.
It had originally came with the light metal wheels, is what they were called, but it got 911 Fuchs put on it, which are really nice. It has option number 454, which is the cruise control for the car right up here, and it works in a really funny way. It kind of uses a vacuum cylinder to hold the throttle pedal in place, which is way over-engineered. Doesn't even feel like that, but that was Porsche in the 80s. It has the anti-theft system, which is this lock over here. It's optioned with the removable sunroof.
But what's very cool about this is the Transaxle, right? Because this transmission's in the back.
In the back, which is why the trunk is kind of high up. You're not gonna be able to see that, but the trunk is kind of high up because there's a transmission under the trunk. But a lot of people think that it's it's renowned for being like slow. But if you give it some beans, like it's not. Like it's really not too bad.
Is this the original suspension?
It's dead stock from 84 suspension.
I mean, honestly, it's not that sloppy. It really isn't.
No.
But what I will say is, if you were to just go like, a very simple Bilstein route on it.
Yeah. Well, the tricky part is that it doesn't use springs in the back.
That's right.
It uses a torsion bar.
Gotcha.
And it's a little tricky. You have to remove some panels to adjust the torsion bar to your liking, because it's easier to adjust it than to get a new one.
If I'm at like 2,000 RPM or 2,500 RPM and I roll into the throttle a little bit, it's like I have a seat massager.
It is just like that.
And it's not like I'm straining the motor. It's not like that, oh no, you're way too low. It's just like, that's just what the car does.
Yeah.